Let's go. Welcome to Agree to Disagree. I'm your host, Rodrell Carr. Today in the studio, we have again my co-host, Big Dookie. Say hello, Big Dookie.
Hello.
And also in the studio today, we have a special guest, Mr. Wright. Say hello, Mr. Wright.
Please say the motherfucking Lance mother. Oh, damn.
Welcome to the
Cut.
show.
My bad.
Welcome to the show.
You're gonna use that too. All right, go.
We have the Broncos Seahawks game currently in progress. The score is 10-10. Mr. Wright, since you're the guest, what's your opinion on the outcome of the game?
Well, I was talking to Big Dookie backstage in the green room, and I mean we both agree like nobody really gives a fuck how it turns out. I mean, I don't really like Russ Wilson because of Sierra. I have a thing about that. That's it. I'm done.
So him being a great quarterback, you dislike him because of who he's with?
I'm not gonna go as far as to call him great because I mean that was that year he threw that pass instead of handing off the beast mode. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna say that he all that great. Peyton Manning would have called an audible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
we clearly are not talking about Peyton Manning. Currently, we're talking about the Broncos Seahawks game. So you don't see nothing in this game, seeing as though Russell Wilson came from certain teams and certain type of situations. None of this stuff you want to cover. The only thing you want to cover right now is the fact that Russell Wilson is currently married to Sierra, and you have feelings about her.
Now that's what you said about the feelings. I never said anything about feelings. I'm just saying I got a problem with the man.
As I dug deeper into the situation, it sounded like that's what you were saying. But we're going to move on. We're going to touch with Big Dookie because, I feel as though you're in denial.
Yeah. He got feelings for all them chicks, man. But anyway, I can't concur with one thing. Nobody cares about Denver and Seattle, whatever.
So what we're going to do, since our guest, since our person in the studio said what they said, we're going to move forward to the Bills-Rams game. What was your opinion of the Bills-Rams game? The Rams lost 10-31.
It was awesome.
Man, I was so fucked up about that when I heard them goddamn skulls. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I'm still in disbelief. I ain't see that game neither, but I'm still in disbelief over that scope because Rams is better than that. Not to say Buffalo ain't got that good, just Rams is better than that.
The Rams are who we thought they were. That's why they lost.
So the fact that Josh Allen is a halfway decent quarterback, we're not going to credit him for none of the work he did in the past couple of years. Showcase the fact that he's the halfway decent quarterback.
Now, first off, Josh Allen, nothing taken away from him. That boy put that work on him. Von Miller went ham, just like he was supposed to. You know what I mean? But the Rams are who we thought they were.
So do you believe that Von Miller is the secret to the sauce?
Oh, no. And keep in mind, not taking nothing away from Von Miller. He is that man. He that man. But this is deeper than Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, hands down, they wanted the Rams to win a Super Bowl. They won a Super Bowl. Next chapter, okay?
So what you saying? That the Rams ain't gonna be shit this year? That's what you trying to say?
The Rams wasn't shit last year. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, we're going to move past this game because we got to keep the pace going. We still got a whole lot of other teams to cover. Big Dookie, we're going to address this one to you next. We have the Saints-Falcons game. The score was 27-26. What is your over, Mr. Wright? I'm going to need you to tune in over there.
I'm here.
We have a 26-27 score in favor of the Saints. What's your opinion, Big Dookie?
My opinion, it was awesome. I mean, for the last 3 minutes, it was all I could do to fight the urge to take my clothes off and just, you know what I'm saying, just do my little thing. You know? But, hey, Atlanta ain't had no business in that game. The Saints, they gave us a show that we shouldn't have to watch. You know what I mean? Jameis Winston, it took him 3 quarters to wake up. And on the one hand, you want to say same old Atlanta, but on the other hand, you want to say it should have been over at halftime, technically. So, yeah.
My opinion, shut up. Shit, that's bullshit. Blowing smoke up Saints fans' ass. I'm a Saints fan, don't get it twisted, but I am critiquing. I watched that motherfucking game. Saints played the first quarter and the fourth quarter. Second and third, the motherfuckers weren't even out. Saints didn't win that game. Atlanta lost that game.
Being as though Jameis Winston's been out and he had a little time off, you're not going to credit the fact that he needed some time to reconnect with his team?
Oh, yeah. I will. I'll give him that. Now, that the whole 3 preseason games, and they only played the 3rd and 4th string for 3 of them, really. Jameis only played like a series and a half throughout the whole preseason. So, yeah, I will take into account this was almost like a preseason game. But still in all, it was half Atlanta, half New Orleans, the reason why the game was like it was. But it was entertaining, like it always is.
And Jameis Winston is a goddamn professional. It's his job to be in tune with his team. I don't give a fuck if it's the first play after you've been out a whole year. It's your job. Do your motherfucking job. If I go to work, I don't do my job, I get fired. Do your goddamn job.
First of all, that's a lot of damn cussing.
So who the fuck is you gonna tell me that I can't be goddamn? I'm the motherfucking guest, goddamn.
Well, you don't go to other people's house and rub your feet in the couch, do you? Rick thing.
Fuck your couch.
Okay, so in order to we're going to kind of slow this down. We're going to stop for a second. And I'd like to thank my sponsors. Oasis Vibe. Pick up a candle. We're going to move forward to the 49ers-Bears game.
Hey, wait, time out. Speaking about, you look like that Bell who had that goddamn cup of tea with Queen Elizabeth that time with that hat on. You ever seen the Bell? Pennington Bell or something like that?
Pennington Bell.
That motherfucker right there. That motherfucker right there. You kind of look like Pennington Bell.
I mean, in all honesty, dog, you do.
He do resemble Pennington Bell. Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
I just wanted to point that out, but go ahead. Sorry about that.
I'm clearly interrupting you from a meal because you look pretty small over there, but we're going to move forward.
He didn't have to say that.
I mean, that's all I learned. Know what I'm saying? All I learned. Some people will say the Bell handsome. You trying to say I'm skinny and shit. What the fuck? Know what I'm saying? I'll give you a compliment. You give me an insult.
See? In studio guest. 49ers Bears. 1910 favoring the Bears. Who would have picked it?
Not me.
Nah, I wouldn't have picked that. I would have 1910 favoring the Bears.
Yes,
but wait a minute. You got my picks from last week? I believe I did pick the Bears.
I'm almost certain you did, but I want to say it fell in the category of you really didn't care about that game also.
But I did pick them.
I would have went with the Bears, but not on that point spread. The Bears is a defensive team. You don't expect them to get that big of a lead on another team.
First of all, the Bears are not a defensive team. They were a defensive team. Khalil Mack is back in California now.
Thank you for that tidbit of information that nobody gives a fuck about. But go ahead.
Yeah, he's in San Diego. He plays for the Chargers now, wherever the fuck they play at. Where do the Chargers play at? San Bernardino or something? What?
I'm almost certain it's Los Angeles, but I could be wrong.
They must be renting because they can't own the stadium nowhere. They got to be renting because they move a lot.
Very possibly, very, very possibly. But we're going to move forward. We're going to pick up on this Steelers-Bengals game. The score in overtime was 23-20 in favor of the Steelers.
Yeah, Joe Burrow had a bad day yesterday, man.
And this was one of your picks. You were clearly wrong.
I wasn't clearly wrong.
No, you was clearly wrong. You was clearly wrong.
First of all, who would have guessed the man would throw 4 picks?
Mitch
Take the Bengals on the points.
Trubisky.
Have you seen who Pittsburgh has as quarterback?
No.
No, Mitch Trubisky. I picked the Bengals.
I know. And you said clearly on the last episode that Mitch Trubisky, nobody's going to win as long as Mitch Trubisky is the head, the
I know what I said. I know what I said.
He was 21 for 38. He threw 1 touchdown. He had 194 yards.
That's damn near 50% completion percentage.
Yeah, but if Joe Burrow's throwing 4 interceptions, you can't win up underneath those terms.
The man had a bad day.
Mr. Trubisky did the exact same thing that Roethlisberger did. He went out there and he didn't lose the game for him.
You leave Big Ben alone. You leave that man alone. He's retired. Bastard.
Motherfucker should have been retired.
It should. You know what? I'm not going to participate in this blasphemy.
The motherfucker had 3 concussions. They still put his ass in the game. Just keep that nigga out the game. Can I say nigga? I already said nigga, so you just gotta bleep me.
Yeah,
just nigga. Just bleep. Just bleep every time I say nigga then. Shit. If I can't say nigga, just say I can't say nigga. I don't want to be racist or no shit.
There'll be a whole lot of in-studio editing. That's awesome.
First of all, where are you? It looks like you in like the vortex or something.
Well, this is my half-finished office. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment on my scenery.
Thank
you. Unlike you, I ain't got a bunch of books back there that I ain't read.
That's so ain't read damn one. My old lady books.
Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting your show.
Philadelphia Lions game, 38-35 in favor of Philadelphia.
That was a score? I thought I seen the score for that game. Was it
38-35.
Jesus Christ. Detroit scored 30-something points?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
Now, first of all, they was billing Philly like they was just second coming of, I don't know, the 85 Bears or something. Ain't no way in the hell you let Detroit score 30 anything.
They got Jared Goff at the helm. That name again is Jared Goff. Maybe you
heard
of it.
God, not Jared. Nobody gives a fuck.
I thought he was in jail because of that Subway pedophile shit.
Dude, talking about
that's a possible ban right there. So I'm gonna have to bleep that whole statement because words like that can't be said. Okay.
First of all, Jared Goff was the same one that while they was singing the national anthem, he was like this in the Super Bowl. Ooh, that's why they traded his ass for a bag of chicken and Matt Stafford.
He got scared of national anthem?
The boy was shaking.
He said the national anthem, not nationality. There's a difference, okay?
I said national anthem. Shit. I said national anthem. Play. What a motherfucker who taking notes. Play him back, goddamn.
Ain't recorded. Ain't got to be nobody that's taking notes.
And you will see it played back.
Well, play the recording back.
I will.
And I'm gonna go a step further and said they got rid of old buddy for taking a knee, which he wasn't my favorite quarterback. I ain't never liked the motherfucker, to be honest, because I ain't like the fact that he got Alex Smith's spot. But he taking a knee during the national anthem. At least he be Stonewall Jackson around this motherfucker.
Hey, time out. Is he talking about Kaepernick?
Yeah, that motherfucker.
You gonna allow that? This boy ain't been in the league. My baby girl wasn't even born when that boy was still playing.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you to go have them children.
Let's be serious. Alex Smith was never a great quarterback.
Hey, neither one of them. You shake both of them up and you still wouldn't roll a 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't shit.
Alex Smith to the playoff, though.
Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick. That's like talking about, I don't know, the best singers in the world. Kim Kardashian and I don't know, Don, who else can't sing? I don't know.
Yeah, well,
And we talking
I ain't
about
like Cap.
fuck Kaepernick. He ain't throwing no football in years. Fuck him.
But he part of black football though. And I know I just made the thing, and it is a thing.
It's not really a thing, dude. And I think he's biracial. This is the second time this one came up, bro. It wasn't me. The biracial thing. It was the second time.
Yes, he's biracial. You ain't seen this Netflix series?
We getting kind of like off the rails.
We got like 10 minutes left into this.
Okay, sorry about it.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and close these last few games out. And believe it or not, there's a good bit of games, and they're just going to cut us off. So we're going to go ahead and try to kind of speed through this. We have the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Big Dookie, you called that game. That game was 20-7. I'm going to touch with the special guest today. Hey, what was your opinion of that game? How do you feel about Mac Jones? He put up a whopping 7 points. He threw 21 of 30, 213 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Okay.
I don't even know who the fuck he is.
With that, we're going to go ahead and skip past that one. We're going to move to the Ravens Jets game. Big Dookie, you called that one. The score was 24-9 in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Mr. Wright, how do you feel about Lamar Jackson showing up in a contract year? He threw 17 of 30, 213 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. But, Big Dookie, he was going up against the New York Jets and Joe Flacco. But, Mr. Wright, you got anything to say? Because Big Dookie called this one.
I mean, that's Lamar Jackson. I've been said when they was calling Jackson 5 because he scored by 5 touchdowns every game. Like the boy is he's something special. He's something to be watched. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I mean,
so my question, I'm gonna ask this question really, really fast. I want to get to the Dallas game. Do you feel as though he's worthy of a Supermax contract?
No, I ain't gonna say what.
We're gonna move forward. We're at the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. The score was 22-28 in favor of the Commanders. Big Dookie, you called that game because so we're gonna let Mr. Wright answer this one. What's your opinion of the game?
No opinion.
We had Carson Wentz leading the Washington Commanders 27-41. He had 313 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But on the other side, we had Trevor Lawrence. He had 24 of 42, 275 yards, 1 touchdown, and an interception. And that's pretty good. He's moving forward into the right direction. We're going to move forward to the Browns versus the Panthers. The overall score was 26-24. Big Dookie, I believe you called that one also. What about the homecoming for Baker Mayfield, Mr. Wright? You took too long on that one. We're going to move forward to the Colts versus the Titans. The overall score in overtime was 20-20. Do you have an opinion on that game? That's the first game of the season for either team, and they went into overtime, and it was a tie.
They perfectly matched teams. Always have been, always will be.
I appreciate your approach on this one. We're going to let Big Dookie take this next one because he did not call this game. We have the New York Giants versus the Tennessee Titans. The overall score was 21-20 in favor of the New York Giants. We had Saquon Barkley come back going 8. He ran 19. He had 18 carries for 164 yards with 1 touchdown. But on the other side of the ball, we had Derrick Henry with 21 carries and only 82 yards. Big Dookie, lead off with this one, but you got to be quick.
He thought Derrick Henry would come out there with a bad wheel. Come on now. That ain't sexy.
Mr. Wright.
Gotta hold me to the fire on that. Derrick Henry came out his mama womb running. And he fucking stumbled last weekend, and now you want to hold that shit. That ain't fair.
Mr. Wright.
That same thing that girl did in the shot. She got away from that nigga that kidnapped her and she fell. She was a track star. and got in the front yard and just fell down. He dragged it back in the house. And see it over and over again.
We had Green Bay in Minnesota. The score was 7-23. You called that game, Big Dookie. I will give you that one.
Right.
We
Oh
had
God! I don't
the
like
Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cardinals. The overall score was 44-21. Mr. Wright, you got anything you want to say on that one? Big Dookie called that one. Patrick Mahomes threw 30 of 39. The ball was actually on fire. He threw 360 yards with an impressive 5 touchdowns. Do you have anything that you want to say about that one really quick?
And anytime have you ever known they offense not to be fired with Patrick Mahomes behind the center?
Well, they had Tyreek Hill, and he's been removed from the starting lineup. So, you know, everybody was actually interested to see if it was going to help or hurt him. But we're going to move forward to the Raiders versus the Chargers. The overall score was 19-24. Big Dookie, you actually, I want to say you picked, did you take the Raiders in that game? But the Raiders actually lost.
Wait a minute. Did I?
Yes, sir.
Who was it again?
The Raiders versus the Chargers.
No. I took the Chargers in that game.
We're going to play the tape back at a later date and time, and I will correct myself if I was wrong. I apologize. Hey, last but not least, sir. Last but not least. Let's go ahead and touch on the most important game of the day. The Tampa Bay Brady's versus the Jerry Jones Cowboys. The overall score was 19-3. And that 19-3 upset to the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott has hurt his hand, and we don't know how long he's going to be out. Do either one of y'all want to touch on this game before we get started?
Big Dookie, you what?
You was right.
Okay. Right.
Dak Prescott ain't shit.
What is your platform for saying he's not?
He ain't shit. The boy ain't shit. Ain't never been shit. Ain't gonna be shit. All he gonna ever accomplish is being a mediocre quarterback with a overpriced team. You know what I'm saying? The boy ain't shit.
He a rich motherfucker though.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, because they overpriced. He gonna get the money.
Ezekiel Elliott had a very, very impressive game. He had 10 carries for 52 yards.
That's impressive.
Ooh, wee. Who gives a fuck? 10 carries, 52. That's like 5 yards a carry. Are you serious?
No, wait, that's impressive.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was hoping you would.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you look serious with that shit. And I was getting upset, like, "Oh, you trying to insult me?"
So impressive.
Impressive.
It was 21 carries that. Impressive was the 21 carries Leonard Fournette had for 127 yards, in my opinion.
That was impressive. No, that's impressive.
Yeah, I give him that.
Yeah, they were playing in Dallas, wasn't
they? They were playing in Jerryland.
Jesus Christ, that's bad, man. That's sad. Is Dak okay?
He's supposed to be out. They're looking at his hand. We have not heard nothing about it, but once we do, we're going to touch on that because I feel as though Dallas is America's team, and we want them to strive to be the best team.
Bruh. Wait, I seen on the news the other day that over 70% of Americans don't like Dallas Cowboys.
And I'm from Louisiana. And I can tell you, they are definitely like Louisiana's team.
The Dallas Cowboys are arguably one of the great, they're America's team. There's no other team that bleeds America like Dallas Cowboys are.
Have you been drinking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dallas Cowboys are not America's team.
It's 32 teams in the goddamn United States. You know what I'm saying? And
Dallas.
Every state that's got a team, I can assure you, Dallas is not the.
They all look up to Dallas. Dallas Dallas will always be the greatest team in the league. And Ezekiel Elliott is the greatest running back of all time.
Oh,
if I had to go out on a limb, I would say that New England with Belichick and Brady, that was America's team. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even like them, but America liked their ass.
First off,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to close this show out. And, I got less than a minute. Thank you for tuning in to Agree to Disagree. We have Big Duke in the studio, and also we have Mr. Wright. Be sure to tune in Thursday for the picks leading into week 2. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you, Big Dookie. And I'll be seeing you both hopefully Thursday.
Look at my teeth.